Hi, I'm Dan Lansdowne. I am here at TWC Treatment Center, Drug and Alcohol Recovery Center. Together We Can. I have been here for about 6 weeks now, and things are going really well. There's several stages to my relapse. One was I used recreationally for quite a long time, surprisingly a long time. And then it became more habit forming. And then I would use for a couple of days, and then I would be super depressed for a few days, and the mental health would diminish and decline, and I would get sad and lonely and, rely on a beautiful human being to lift me back up. And as was noted to me, I wasn't really in a relationship. I took a hostage, and that was a tough one to hear. I worked really hard for years to try and build a good, solid spiritual life, to be a good man, to be a good father, to be a good human. I lost a lot of that over time, gradually, with the plant medicines. The MDMA, the MDA, LSD, the combos, DMT, they were great helpers at a short time, and then they became crutches. And then the ketamine came into play, and that really, really took me down. I got really addicted to that quickly, and it was not. So I would use for a couple of days, and then I would go down and see this beautiful human being, and I would spend time with her, and then I would come home and I would use for a few more days, and then this cycle repeated, and then I was feeling anxious and insecure and uncomfortable in my own skin, and hindsight, realizing the impact on my children as well in these depressive ruts and sadness. Yeah. And then October 9th, I remember the day clearly. I was at, dealer's house and picking up some ketamine, and I thought, yeah, you know what, let's get a gram of coke and see how that goes. And that was the end. I chipped away at that gram for 2 days, 3 days, maybe. I think it was 3 days. And that was the beginning of the end. I could not, the mental obsession just took over. I had no control, knowing, oh man, this is dangerous. And only a few short months later, I had lost everything. I had lost my home, I had lost my job, I had lost my self-respect, my dignity, my children, I lost everything, and quickly and fast, and yeah, there's one of the facilitators here that does a really big program and thing, and you do up your last 90 days, and you do a little drawing, and then you write up how you felt in those last 90 days, and that is an impactful exercise. There you go. Impactful exercise, activity, whatever you want to call it, that really holds huge impact. And we're taught to read that in our first amount of time here. I still read mine, not every day as much as I used to, but on occasion I definitely read it, and I sit down with it, and you throw in your 3-second pauses as we're taught to do, and it's a really impactful thing because it takes you right back to that time and place where you were. After being here a couple weeks here at TWC, I feel like things are falling into place. It's funny how they say these things about, ask, believe, and you shall receive. Good things come, or whatever they want to say, like, life gets better and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm only a few weeks in. I know very little. But a lot of really, really amazing, beautiful, powerful things, people, places, and things have presented themselves in my path here that, whatever you want to call it, are gifts. There's always somebody to talk to. So, I mean, simply put, I feel fucking great, you know? I feel really good. I feel really happy and really content, which is something that I haven't had in a long time. But, you know, here's the thing. I don't think it matters who does what. It's how they do it. And there's a level of enthusiasm that these people bring and throw in your face that it's like, holy fuck, like, I got to do this, you know, and I want to do this. And it's really incredible to feel, you know, just that we're here to lift you up. You know, we're here to give you the tools. It's very clear that, you know, this is our program and it's up to us to make it happen. And it's our program, but knowing that, you know, you've got solid people around you to support you is huge. You know what? I've learned over the years that expectations lead to disappointments. I didn't have any expectations. I knew that I was hurting, I was defeated, I was deflated, and I knew that I had no choice. You know, I've been down this road before with drugs and alcohol and heavy addiction. And, you know, like I said, I dabbled for years in recreational use, and my life wasn't unmanageable. It was getting to that point, but I was still okay. And then things, of course, get to the point of unmanageable. And I knew that I had to do something. I knew that these guys playing ball looked happy. They looked like they were having fun. You know, so attraction over promotion, you know. But I had no expectations. I knew that it couldn't get any worse, and I had no other choice. I knew that I couldn't stop on my own because I had attempted that. I had hurt all the people that loved me. I had lost my children. And I knew that I didn't want to be in that position anymore. So, next logical move. Yeah, I'm glad I made the choice. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.